Here's my Lego Technic Mini Cooper model. It may be rather ugly, but it may be the first large Technic car to use a continuously variable transmission that is manually controlled. Like I said, it's kind of ugly and doesn't look much like the real thing, which is too bad. The hood can open and be propped up. The door is open, and the rear hatch opens. There's a complete interior with steering wheel, gauges, doors, seats. The back seats can fold individually, and there's some detail. There's full suspension. The front, it has double wishbone independent with 2 hard shocks per wheel. And in the rear, it's a multi-link setup with 2 hard shocks per wheel. See some of it down here. The model is steered by a power function servo motor. That's under the floor, back here. Goes up to our rack there. An M motor right here controls rear wheel brakes, which are actually inboard. It's a front wheel drive car, so the CV joints that are in there, I can't see them actually, but they are not for drive, they're for brakes. The brakes are right above this panel, so right now it's spinning easily, and then if I pull on the brake, it locks up. Here's the rear brake working. It's powered by that medium motor, and then these 2 discs are spun by the individual rear wheels, and so the brake is on, presses against that, and the other one on the bottom side off. So when it's off, you can roll the car easily, but when it's on, it's much more hesitant. In reverse it will kind of roll, but forwards it just slides. Unless I take it off again. This motor here works to shift the continuously variable transmission that's up there, and these 2 large motors do front-wheel drive through this differential here. The transmission works as follows. The drive motors spin that white disc there, which has a wheel on the other side of it that can be slid along its axle, meshing at different diameters of this disc and providing the continuously variable effect. So that is driven by these gears, that 28 tooth gear is part of it, and it pushes it along using worm gears against racks, which you cannot see here. Anyways, right now it's in reverse, but I can shift back a little more to make it a slower reverse. If I shift a little further, it'll go into neutral. If I shift further, it starts to go forward, and I can speed it up. In the highest gear it's not very happy about moving. Shifting a bit lower again. It actually provides pretty good torque. It is not prone to slipping. Here you can see a bit of how the tire moves. The tire is right up there, and it slides when driven by these worm gears here. Now I'll show you the effect of the brake while the model is driving. And brake on. Stalls the motor, drives motor. In conclusion, I would say that this car met my goal of building a large-scale car with a manually controlled CVT, but other than that, it was pretty mediocre. It didn't have exceptional functions, and it certainly didn't look very good. But I was still pleased with it, and with the way the transmission worked.